Hello, good morning to you. It's me, Andy, and this is Talkin really. So back into making videos this week. It's Tuesday today, the 20th of July, and this is a story in The Guardian. It's a disabled teenager mounting a legal challenge after his benefits were stopped. So the challenge is from a 19-year-old and his mother seeking to overturn a rule after his payments were suspended whilst he was in hospital. This is what commonly happens when you go into hospital. You inform them and they stop your money after you've been in there for 28 days or more. So the mounting a legal challenge were cut when his benefits were cut off whilst he was in there for treatment of a life-threatening infection. Cameron Mitchell and his mother and carer are seeking to overturn a DWP regulation that suspends disability benefits for adults after they spent 28 days in hospital on the grounds that the NHS is meeting the cost of care. They argue the DWP rule is irrational because it breaches Cameron's human rights and cuts against the purpose of the PIP payments, which is a non-means-tested benefit to provide support for disability-related costs, including care and assistance. Disabled campaigners have long argued about the BIP payments. They should continue while a person is in hospital, as their disability does not go away, and the cost incurred by family carers can be high at this time. But of course they argue the double jeopardy, or as they call it, the double provision, the taxpayer paying twice for the same thing. Cameron has a neurological condition since birth and it's left him unable to speak or walk and requiring 24-hour care. He also has epilepsy and various other ailments. He was taken to hospital in Newcastle, 60 miles from his home, in December, and he was suffering from septic shock. He spent 6 months receiving treatment in a high dependency unit. His mother and father were in daily attendance, and as his full-time carers were on call at the request of NHS staff. When his condition stabilised, they took him on day trips and provided essential care, such as suctioning the chest and looking after his stoma bag. Cameron's £151 a week payment and his mother's £67 a week carer's allowance were stopped in May, several weeks after he wrote to the DWP in March, explaining the change of circumstance. They were told that they must repay hundreds of pounds in benefits dating back to the end of January. Caroline Ott, of solicitor of Lee Day, who is acting on behalf of Cameron, says Cameron needs are not and cannot be met by the NHS alone without the input of known carers, and those carers' needs do not suddenly cease after he spent 28 days in hospital. They're arguing that the rule requiring suspension discriminates between disabled adults and who require hospitalisation for more than 28 days, whose care needs cannot be met other than with the input of a known carer, as compared to those who are in there for less than 28 days. The problem is that the complicating factor is that he is still regarded as a child by the education system because he attended special school, and children are not subject to the 28-day hospital rule. Yet DWP regulations treat him as an adult. Until 2015, children were subject to the regulation that suspended their disability benefits after more than 84 days in hospital. This was overturned after the Supreme Court ruled it was grossly unfair. The case was brought by a family of a severely disabled 5-year-old. A DWP spokesman said, "We are looking at Mr. Mitchell's claim and will respond as soon as possible." So there you go. It's difficult, isn't it? Because if you are disabled, they tend to be getting ill and requiring hospital treatment. Then you lose everything until you come out. And of course, as they say there, the carer, his mother, lost her carer's allowance as well. So if you're relying on £67 a week, that was sarcasm, you know, you're going to lose that as well. Right, that's it then. Have a good day. Don't forget to go to odyssey.com and sign up for supporting the channel on Odyssey, the new platform that we will be moving to for live streaming and other things. So if you're not signed up, you will not know about any further videos, so please do that. Only certain videos will be uploaded to YouTube. Anything that's not controversial, if you want to see controversial, then go over to brand YouTube, where there are every single video that I am uploading, because you can. So support me on the other platforms, and of course don't forget the live streams on Sunday at 4 PM, currently 4 till 6 every week. Have a good day. Bye for now.